You gotta wonder sometimes. I heard what sounded like the garbage truck this morning. This isn't garbage day. This is the day to take it out. But, tomorrow's garbage day. And I wasn't exactly stirring too much yet. I look out the window. See these leaky lights running across here. Well, there's some red and blue mixed in with it. Fire engine. So I hurry up and hit pulse point on my phone, which kind of gives you an idea what they're doing, where they're going. Not available in all areas, that's what they say. They go up the side road. So there's a traffic accident on that road. Oh, we used to be able to see clear up to the driveway to the... Let's see, clear up to the driveway to that house, which is over here. Not so much anymore. Anyway, that road is all of maybe a mile long. Literally, when the engine gets up where I can't see him because of the trees right there, dispatch comes on and says, per sheriff's deputy, the car is cold and they have not found an occupant yet. Okay, well, it takes a little while longer before the engine responds back. Keep in mind, I mean, I can see a full quarter mile of that, if not a little more. And we can kind of see up where the driveway is to that house, so that'd be about the half-mile mark. They had plenty of time to make the full length of the road before they replied, "Oh, we've arrived." Huh. And I'm not kidding a bit. When they went by here with the lights on, I thought it was the garbage truck. I really did. I'm like, what the hell? Because the garbage truck generally doesn't go very fast. I don't think they went over 20 miles an hour with their lights on. Sure glad they were coming to save somebody else besides me. And when they just went back right before I turned the camera on, they were doing 40 or 50 past here. And they went around the corner up here, north of our driveway, and man, he slammed the pedal to the floor and took off again. Like Becky said, oh, must have got to go take a shit. Yeah, shit must have been clouding their minds, so they didn't know how to drive on the way up there. Good morning, baby. You say good morning? Hey, hi. And Thailand has not gotten the tag and tattoo in that little girl yet. Good, surprising. Oh, well, there's my morning story. Kind of a morning grump, I guess. Because I still don't understand how, when that was an all-volunteer station and wasn't sucked up by a big city department, how the hell we got the calls the way we did. People were, the closest person was a mile from the station. And from tap-out time to the time the engine was on the road was generally no more than 2 minutes in the middle of the night. And like this morning, I think their dispatch time was 10 minutes before I saw them go past here. And it's exactly 1 mile from the top of our driveway to the fire station driveway. How's that work out? Yeah. Okay, enough. Seems I ruined his day. There was, 6 or 8 cabs still in here. Told them they all had to get out, so they all took off and ran out. Except for him. He stopped right here. He says, "No, I don't want to leave." I said, "No, you got to get out of here. You're not going to get to see your mommy today." So he made his way down here, turned around and started complaining to me. Darn kids anyway. A couple girls over there. See, he wanted his mommy. Another bull calf there, another bull calf there. Straight in the barn door, that's Dancer and her heifer calf getting some breakfast. 2 heifer calves in the corner over there behind the gate. I was just seeing how many bull calves versus heifer calves I could see. It's like mostly heifer calves. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, in the bright spot. I meant to get that on my way back here, but it was better. But Jeremy Cheney put up a video last night, so I finally made it to that. I was watching that while I came back to kick him out. Finishing up burning some old barns up there in the prairie. Pretty good videos. He does good ones. So if you haven't checked him out, go check him out. What is it, Old Farm Treasures or something, I think is what he's calling his channel now, but it still pops up as Jeremy Cheney. I think I said that right, maybe it's Cheney, I don't know. I'd have to look and learn how to spell, but here's what I was trying to get to. Come on, show up. There's our resident pair. They might have a couple friends with them this morning. Yeah, they got a couple friends with them this morning. Because I see the pair in the middle, and I see, I think there's 5 down there total. And that's okay. Because, say, they just let their little family in, and they keep the rest of them away. Well, it's been a wonderful day. Clouds come in. She's dragging her ass. This spot between our shop and the road, the government's weed patch. There's a whole bunch of things out there that Ty and Brooke are both allergic to, and Becky came out and got halfway across the yard and she started breaking out like Ty is. We're not sure what really is. I mean, there's Oregon grape, and I think there's holly out there, which, you know, Ty has avoided those for years. There's some here on our place, but she avoids them. But when you got a plant planted every 5 feet, both directions, covering 20 some acres out there, and that's the direction the wind comes from, a nice day is a shitty day here. Ty tries not to take a Benadryl because, you know, Benadryl put her and Becky both to sleep. They don't bother Brooke or I, but they put those two to sleep. And to top it off today, while the wind was coming from that direction earlier, the sun was shining nicely. There was at least 12 little Mexicans out there with their backpack sprayers. And I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling it, and that shit never bothers me. They supposedly are only spraying some glyphos, just doing little rings around their new plantings. I don't know when they put new plantings in. Haven't seen anybody out there for, you know, I don't know, since probably last July, I guess. I could be wrong on that. Maybe they've been out there since then, but not like I've seen anybody planting anything out there since long before that. So, but anyway, that's it's just glyphos. Well, you listen to 12 Mexicans out there every now and then coughing their guts up. I got a feeling it's more than just glyphos. And the only time I've ever smelled glyphos that strong is literally while you're pouring a jug into the sprayer. And we were smelling it that strong here in the shop and here in the yard when they were, say, they're out there with backpack sprayers. They were at least 500 feet away. Gotta wonder. And of course, the gal that's in charge of all of that. Oh, gee, I'm sorry your daughter's allergic to this shit. Yeah, you've known it since you planted the crap, and you were asked not to plant any of it anywhere near our shop, anywhere near our barn. And it's planted 5 feet from the property line. Gotta love it. Anyway, that's my gripe for the day. I mean, I really don't even feel like finishing the day out. It ain't even lunchtime. But hey, on a positive note, the way I had that thing parked, there really wasn't much way I was going to pour any oil into the transmission because it was, you know, pointed the wrong direction. And it was like 2 or 3 inches above the full line on the stick with it not running. So I took the skid steer and swung the back end down the hill, so at least the transmission was below the engine, at least below the fill hole. I dumped 1 quart in it, and I better not dump another one in. That 1 quart should be more than enough to make it move. It might even have it to the full mark. I don't know. I did hook the code reader up this morning and came up with a code, and that code says that there's a pressure sensor that apparently that code pops up if it's too high of a pressure. Well, I don't think it was too high of a pressure. Although, God only knows, I mean, a little air in it changes things. One of the causes of that code is low oil. There ain't a wet spot anywhere. There ain't nothing. And I mean, it hasn't been to the full mark for a long time. I've never put any in it the whole time I've had it. It gets checked, but it's always been, up high enough I don't worry about it. Still ain't no oil anywhere. I mean, there's seeps here and there on everything. So, maybe in the last 100 and some thousand miles, it's finally seeped out enough. Anyway, it backed up just fine. Wouldn't back up at all yesterday. Pulled it up there because I couldn't get in here yet. Ty was cleaning the mess up from the truck. Still a wet spot on the floor. It was all Bray cleaned after she cleaned it up. I told her we really need to get some shit cleaned up around here, so there's a bunch not there anymore. A whole bunch of stuff swept up, put in the garbage. And while this thing's out here in the middle, I think it's going to get tackled. That saw don't need to be sitting there. I mean, that's actually an extra in case the other one goes tits up. So it needs to go upstairs for now, I guess. Oil jug there for Becky's bike. That don't need to be sitting on there. A bunch of stuff don't need to be on there. It needs to get cleaned off so we can use it again. And I was going to, those damn 2-year-olds turn that stupid valve on again. Flooded their pen twice this morning so far. I was going to make a guard to put over the handles so they couldn't do that. And it's like, not really sure how to do that. I said, screw it. Took that faucet off, put a plug in the hole. Replaced another faucet that was leaking with that one. So that's done. Don't worry about that. I do want to get this shithole cleaned up, though. Oh, and I got another mouse this morning, too, in one of those plastic traps. Only one of those seems to get them. I don't know why they don't get the other two. Because I got that one, and that one, and yeah, right there. That one over there gets one every now and then. And the old wooden trap. That's one that keeps getting them. These other two, I think I've had one in that one once since December when we put the traps in here because we had the mice trouble. And as of this morning, it's 25 mice since I think it was like the middle of December. Anyway, still got stuff to do. Yeah, once again, end of the day. Close enough anyway. Time to let these ladies in. If she'll move, I can sneak in this way. Watch her get up when I'm standing in the wrong spot and she squishes me. You gonna sit right there? You gonna get up? Okay, I'll let you. Well, a couple quarts in my pickup and it's good to go. Been sure weather most of the day. And after this morning with all their wonderful fumes coming over here and all that, it clouded over really good right at lunchtime. Tried to sprinkle. It was enough to get that shit out of the air. So it's better. What do you think, babies? Yeah, your mama had to let me in here, didn't she? So, anyway. No, I haven't put anything in that pickup since I've got it. I just checked it. It's always been kind of in the middle and left it at that. I just decided it was actually time. I didn't find any leaks anywhere. And yes, I have changed the filter on it before. a couple of times. Yeah, girl. Come on, move. So I figured I better get you some calves that are in my way here anyway. And the cow's enjoying some sunshine. And I think she just took a piss. I don't think she's having a calf. Long tail though. Oh, I wonder who's going to be first in tonight. Anybody want to take a guess? Oh, 241 wasn't it. Well, wait. By golly, 241 won again. Funny how that happens. Oh, did a bunch of cleaning in the shop. Found the bench, believe it or not. Well, the steel bench. Yeah, saw is still sitting on it, but it's all cleaned up anyway. Took a leaf blower to it. You'd be surprised what you find when you take a leaf blower to something like that. And got a bunch of crap put away. And yeah, the line on the little Freightliner, that's fine. It was dry. Figured it would be, especially after we were able to find the spot on the fitting that was bad. Keep that fitting around, maybe warm it up and take it apart and use the pieces. Or warm it up and see if it'll reseal, but yeah. For the time it takes to do that, and what it actually costs to replace it, we were at $13.60 or something for the line, and those fittings were $14.20, something like that. Would have been cheaper if we could have done it in one fitting, but it didn't happen, which is fine. Actually, probably worked better getting it together the way it was. What, you didn't know I was here? Standing here talking, you didn't know it? I scared you? Silly buggers. Huh. Duckies are racing in the creek. Let's see if we can see them. There we go. We're having duck races. And yeah, with the Mexicans out there spraying this morning, all of the deer, they finally disappeared, but all the deer were up there in the hayfield, hanging around the dead cedars and off to the right of them. Usually don't see them all together. There was between 9 and 12 up there all day long. And usually the biggest group we see is 4 or 5, because there's a group comes from back there, another group comes from over there, another group from that way, and another group from that way, and none of them want anything to do with over there. So I'm sure we'll see all about this way for the next few days anyway. I wonder what's been wandering around here. It ain't a rat. Too big for that. Maybe a kitty? Maybe? Don't look right for a kitty either, though. Toes are way too long. Huh. Don't know. Ty did have a cat scare the hell out of her the other night when she checked cows. One she hadn't seen before. I mean, there's a few that hang around once in a while. But anyway, that's the day. And go in and brush off a little bit, because this will be the 15th of March. 15th of March of 2023. Brooke was born the 15th of March of 2000, so that would make today her 23rd birthday. Her and Matt are supposed to come over for dinner, so I didn't even have to try to scare them. Silly buggers. Oh well, I guess that's your calf zoomies for the day. Oh, and hey Brett, who do we got here? Brent, excuse me. Becky keeps saying Brett, and I tell her that's wrong, it's Brent. That would be a Ruby. Oh, where her calf is. Out here somewhere, I imagine. Unless her calf beat her in the barn. Oh well. Well, hope everybody had a great hump day. Hope Thursday treats you right. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it.